Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 631-756-1125. They have the best prices in town, and they still have plenty of rock salt, given that there is a salt shortage. So if you're looking for salt, you might want to give them a call. 631-756-1125, omnitruevalue.com. And also brought to you by Wholesale Holiday Lighting by Giannini of Giannini Landscapers of Lindenhurst, and that's at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst, 631-957-5106. You can plan ahead for the next holiday season, and they will meet all your decorating needs. I thought it'd be kind of fun to take a look at the Weather Service homepage because we are, of course, no longer under any warnings or advisories. They've all come down now with the storm system gone. Still some leftover warnings up in Maine and some advisories as you head up into Vermont and New Hampshire. But what you're seeing down to the south, well, those are new winter storm warnings that are up for half the state of Texas, and that includes Dallas, and I believe it also includes Austin. We have winter storm warnings up in Oklahoma and Arkansas, and winter storm watches. New winter storm watches are now up for central and parts of southwestern Virginia, as well as a handful of counties in northern North Carolina. This is all because of the next storm system that is headed our way for later Wednesday night in the mid-Atlantic states and Thursday into Thursday night as we move our way up the coast and into the Northeast. And at the moment, the thought is these are some early snowfall numbers from the Weather Service on the order of 3 to 6 inches in most places, and some numbers that go even higher as you head down into western Maryland and northwestern Virginia. My suspicion is, based on some of what the models are showing today, that these numbers in some areas are going to wind up getting juiced up a bit. And notice new snowfall also forecast for parts of upstate New York and in New England. I would not be at all shocked to see winter storm watches go up for a large portion of our area from Maryland all the way up to southern New England. Seeing those, maybe some watches going up late this afternoon. We'll see what the Weather Service does. And in the meantime, of course, our storm is now up into northern New England and moving up into eastern Canada. And what follows now is drier air. It's going to take a little while for that dry air to work through, but we are actually getting the cold air mass in modified form of what has been impacting the northern through southern plains from North Dakota all the way down to Texas and all the surrounding areas on either side. So a modified version of that cold air is coming here. But it is a cold air mass, make no mistake, and I think that makes a big difference in terms of what the next storm system is going to do. What WPC, this is our only event left to worry about, carrying us through the weekend and into early next week. And they have us in generally an inch to an inch and a half of liquid, and I think that seems fair given what I've seen so far. And in terms of probability, I actually pulled up the probability of at least 4. So they're looking at that light green line you see, the edge of the light green marks the probability of about 20 to 30% for at least 4. I'm thinking that those numbers may get juiced up, and certainly you see go just north and west of the coast, you start to get into probabilities of 50, 60, 70%. So I'm expecting this to shift eastward and also shift a bit southward. So let's take a look at what the models have done today, starting with a rather aggressive NAM model with respect to how much precip it threw out, because it throws out over an inch of liquid during the day tomorrow in many areas, and the bulk of that may be in the form of snow. So this is 1 a.m. Thursday. By 7 a.m. Thursday, we've got snow from northern Virginia through Pennsylvania, just reaching New York City. It's already would have started at Philadelphia. Notice you can see the darker blue. Those are bands of heavy snow, and we expect that to move up the coast during Thursday morning. You start to see warmer air coming up from the south, so it changed to sleet in southern New Jersey down into Delaware and southern Maryland, and then eventually that sleet line moves northward. But this produces probably a good solid 8 hours of at least moderate snow on the lead band. So if that verifies, that certainly would put us in a band of 3 to 6 inches. And then the low, which is going to wind up This time around, instead of running all the way up to Buffalo and then heading up into the St. Lawrence Valley, this low is going to be further south and east. And plus, we have that cold high involved. So the NAM has been getting a little colder with every run and a little further southeast. So we see a lot of sleet here after an initial thumping of snow on Thursday, going into Thursday night, and then ending by early Friday morning. And after that, finally, we can get out of this pattern and we'll have a dry but rather cold weekend. Just want to show you we've got the new GFS, and that pretty much has, pretty much given the same idea here. The only difference is that the GFS, I think, is even a shade colder than the NAM. But there's your high, so no problems tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow, only getting out upper 20s and low 30s, and we'll be down in the teens and low 20s by Thursday morning. So there's plenty of cold air at the start for snow here, and even the GFS gets pretty aggressive with this band of snow moving northward, and then we'll probably see a change over to sleet. Maybe some areas end as a little bit of rain, and then this moves out on Friday morning. And again, after that, it's a cold but dry weekend with the next weather system. Looks like some kind of cold front that'll be approaching here sometime next Monday with maybe a few rain or snow showers. So bottom line is some quiet time from now through Wednesday, and then get ready for another weather system that's going to be impacting us late Wednesday night in areas down in northern Virginia to southern Pennsylvania, and then starting up around Philadelphia, say at 7, a little bit before 7 a.m., New York City a little bit after 7 a.m., and then working its way up through southern New England and eventually over to Boston. So Weather in 5, Omni True Value Hardware is our sponsor at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue. They still have plenty of salt given the rock salt shortage, plus other snow melt products. 631-756-1125, omnitruevalue.com, the website, and wholesale holiday lighting by Giannini, part of Giannini Landscaping. Plan ahead for the next holiday season and they'll meet all your decorating needs. 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst, 631-957-5106. The Joe and Joe Weather Show tonight, as far as the new guidance is concerned, and we will go through it with both hands.